Hello friends, this is Scott. I want to give you a sneak peek at something that doesn't happen very long in the spring. Here's the magnolia tree in my front yard. I planted this tree maybe 10 years ago. It was one of the best things I've ever done in my yard. It's a beautiful tree. And take a look at the dwarf peaches. They're all in bloom also. I've had better blooms in other years, but looks like we're going to have a pretty good crop this year. And they're pretty flowers. I'm just going to take a quick glance up the little urban orchard on the side of my house. That festooned apple tree, it's got a couple blooms on it, but I think it's going to let me down again. I don't think we're going to have many apples, but that's the second of the dwarf peach trees. Doing good. I think it'll fill out a little bit more. And there's the Asian pear tree that I've drastically pruned over the last few years. And here's some close-ups of the clusters of blooms, and we should have a lot of fruit this year. So I'm hoping they're going to be decent-sized fruit, not just too many small ones, but we shall see. Well, here's the espalier apple. And this is the focus of this video today. When I was looking at this espalier a couple weeks ago, when I was first looking for blooms, and I put a video out on it to see if it was going to produce any fruit, I noticed a big problem that I had neglected to take care of. Now, anytime you're attaching trees to trellis wire, or even when you're buying trees from the nursery and they're wrapped up with plastic around the trunk, or different types of materials, it can girdle the tree. And you're going to see here in a minute what I noticed on this tree, and it has grown so much, and I've been kind of not paying much attention to how I've attached this tree to the trellis, and that can be a big mistake. I just was using some of these just like a bread tie, only these are designed for trellising or tying vines. But you see that the tree has actually encompassed that entire piece of wire. It's just a thin piece of wire, but all over the place I had these tied to the tree, and the tree has grown. And I've been neglecting it, and that's what happens when you neglect it. It can girdle the tree. Now, you see stories of trees that swallow, bicycles and ladders and whatever else has been leaning on them for years. And I think the tree is fine. It can grow around the obstruction, but it's just not healthy for the tree. It's restricting sap flow to the branches. Now, here's a hint at what the solution to this is. That's probably a couple-year-old material, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. That's a little bit better view of one. But that is what you should be using instead of using twist ties or plastics or other things. It's just Velcro tape. And I'm going to try to fumble in with one hand and show you how this Velcro works, but it sticks on both sides, and you just cut it in strips, and you can just fold it around the branches and Velcro them together. And if the branch grows too much, it'll just pop the Velcro. It will not dig into the plant. So that's the key, and that's the focus of this video is to show you that is, you got to watch your trees. You got to look at them, you got to inspect them, and make sure, especially when trees are brand new and they're tied to stakes, that you loosen those ties up, and you make sure you keep an eye on them, or cut them off and replace them with the tape, with the Velcro tape, because time flies, and it seems like it takes trees forever to grow, but in the long run they do grow, and we sometimes get complacent and we don't notice the things that can hurt our trees after we've waited so patiently to get a crop. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, short video today, but I just wanted to kind of remind people to check your trees and make sure that the ties are not too tight. Thank you.